Bill Anderson, you're chasing the story of the ultimate New York Knicks fan who I understand lost his job and decided to spend his time and his savings following the basketball team. What do you got?
He did. Dennis Doyle is a 31-year-old diehard Knicks fan. When he lost his job as an attorney that he really didn't like that much anyway, he figured that it was time for him to find himself, so he withdrew $25,000 from his savings and set out on a journey to attend all 82 Knicks games this season.
I'm a lifelong Knicks fan, and I wanted to kind of get away a little bit. There's sort of a Mount Everest quality to this whole thing, where, you know, you want to climb it because it's there and survive it.
So I wanted to look into it. I grabbed a train, headed up to New York, and followed his routine. We started the night at Stout's Sports Bar. I asked him what would make a now unemployed young man drop $25,000 to travel around and follow a really bad basketball team.
So I had a little bit of a nest egg saved up in case I wanted to go on a trip or do some world traveling or something like that. It's a silly amount of money.
We're going to the Garden.
So grabbing a beer, walking over to Madison Square Garden. It became clear that it's not really about watching basketball games. I mean, that's part of the activity, but what he's really doing is learning about himself as he goes on this journey.
I think I've discovered a lot but not learned very much, if that makes any sense.
And he admitted he doesn't even always enjoy it.
I don't know if climbing Everest is fun necessarily when you're, you know, fighting off frostbite at, you know, 20,000 feet or whatever it is. But there's something rewarding about it, or at least that I'm hoping, when it's all done.
Basketball aside, he's been pretty much everywhere the Knicks have been, including a game that they played in London this year. He documents it all on his blog, The Oakman Cometh, which is named after his favorite Knick, Charles Oakley, who he actually met at one of the games as he was traveling around. Dennis is still unemployed, so he's got to figure out what ultimately his plan is. He hopes to write a book. He's had some people talk to him about writing a book and documenting all of this.
After you make it through this season, now what?
Do it again next year. Yeah.
Right? So
he is a typical Knicks fan in that he loves the team and hates the organization. He had really negative things to say about the ownership
every fan, right?
and how
That's
they've
every
destroyed
fan.
the organization.
You talk about Charles Oakley. Talk to the fans. He's one of the most beloved ex-Knicks. Number 34. People adore Oakley. Hard-working player. The Knicks don't want him around. Organizationally, they are one of the dumbest clubs in the NBA. I haven't watched a game since they fired Jeff Van Gundy. They suck.